Are you interested in taking a Royal Caribbean cruise but don't know when to book? In this video, we'll give you the complete guide on how far in advance is best to book your cruise and how much you can save by planning ahead. We'll cover booking your cruise in the next month, 6 months, 1 year, and 2 years in advance so you can find the perfect option that fits within your budget. So let's get started and start planning your dream cruise. The short answer to this question is to book as far in advance as possible. Realistically, though, it's not always going to happen or is even possible. Plus, sometimes you just want to be spontaneous and book something in the near future. For this video, I wanted to make sure to narrow down the search criteria somewhat. If we looked up all Royal Caribbean cruises on all ships, the cruise destinations as well as the cruise types will be drastically different and won't really be comparable to each other. In an attempt to make the cruises as comparable as possible, I'm going to limit the search to only include Oasis class ships, which are the most popular class Royal Caribbean has to offer and the biggest in the world. I'm also limiting the search to cruises that are sailing to the Caribbean or the Bahamas, which offers the most options in terms of sheer number of cruises with this sort of itinerary.
Okay, so to go through this process, we're going to go to Royal Caribbean's website and go through the process of booking a cruise that's within the next month, 6 months, 1 year, and 2 years. So first you want to go to RoyalCaribbean.com. Once you're on RoyalCaribbean.com, you're going to see that if you scroll down a little bit, it has some variables you can input in order to search the cruises. But I'm actually going to click in the top left where it has the three lines here, and I'm going to click there. I'm going to go down to Find a Cruise. I'm going to go Search Cruises. Now once you're on this screen, it's going to give you all of the available filters in order to refine your search. For this one, I said we were doing within the next month, so for cruise dates, we're going to pick just July. Today is June 30th, so we're going to pick just July of 2023. See results. And that's going to be the first filter. Then we're also going to narrow it down to the number of nights. Now, 7 nights is going to be the most popular cruise length, so we're going to go ahead and pick the 6 to 8 option, and we're only going to look at cruises that are 7 days long. And then we're going to narrow it down to the ships that I mentioned. We're going to put all the Oasis class ships, which is 5 ships in total. It's going to be Allure of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, Oasis, Symphony, and Wonder. Hit see results. This is going to bring up all of the cruises that fit our specific criteria for the next month. Now this is going to show it by recommended, so this is not going to be the lowest priced offering, so you can scroll through and see all the different offerings. You see they're pretty expensive, especially when you're considering they're all pretty similar in terms of 7 nights. But the reason they're so expensive is due to the fact that it is so immediate. It's within the next month. So we're going to sort this by price lowest to highest. And the cheapest option that's coming up is a 7-night cruise, Eastern Caribbean and Perfect Day on Wonder of the Seas, which is actually their newest boat they have right now. We're going to hit view the 3 dates. You're going to see there's lots of different room types that you can price out. Now the outside view and the suites are currently sold out. You're going to have interior room and you're going to have balcony. For purpose of this video, I'm going to stick to interior rooms, and then you can play with it on your own if you wanted to price out different pricing for balcony or suites. But we're going to stick to interior rooms, which is going to be your cheapest option. It looks like the July 30th sailing is going to be the cheapest one. We're going to select that date. We're going to scroll down. It's going to show you the itinerary on the left. We're going to hit the continue button. How many rooms are we going to need? We're going to need 1. And we're going to base our reservations on having 2 adults in the room. Some of you might have 2 adults, 2 children, 2 adults, 1 children, whatever your configuration is. Now, do keep in mind that your children are only considered children from the ages of 0 to 12. Once they reach 13, they're actually going to be classified as an adult, and you'll have to list them as an adult when reserving your room. But we're going to do 2 adults, no children for this. We're going to do this on all the different scenarios that we price out. Hit continue. It's going to give you the different room types at this point. Interior, ocean view, which is sold out, balcony, and then Royal Suite class. We're picking interior, like I mentioned earlier. We're going to hit select. And then you're going to have the option typically of either we pick your room, meaning Royal Caribbean picks your room, or you pick your room, meaning you get to pick your specific room. You're going to pay a little bit more of a premium to have the luxury of picking your own room. So if you want to allow Royal Caribbean to pick it, which is perfectly fine, you're still going to get that room type at least. You're going to hit select. And then it's going to get to the screen where it's asking for who's traveling. You don't need to fill that information out to find out what the pricing is. This is where it actually gives us our specific pricing. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see the pricing. Now, it's going to give you some really high cruise fare number, and they're going to have a number of various discounts listed on here. Don't pay attention to the discounts. It's really hard to figure out what they're doing, but what you want to pay attention to is right here where it says subtotal. This is going to be the amount for your cruise, and then they're going to have taxes and fees on here. That's going to vary from cruise to cruise. So we're going to put this information into our little Excel sheet. This is going to be Wonder of the Seas, leaving July 30th. So we're going to, date is going to be July 30th, 2023. Ship is going to be Wonder of the Seas. Cruise port, let's see, where was it leaving out of? Port Canaveral, Florida, which is Orlando. I think I spelled that right. Yep. ERAL. Yep. Cabin room type is going to be interior room. Cruise fare for this cruise, if I scroll down, was $2,960. The taxes and port fees is $254.76. So your total for the 7-day cruise is going to be $3,214.76. Now I'm going to be calculating the savings by dollar and the savings by percentage to book further out, 6 months, 1 year, and 2 years as we go. So now that we have our base cruise that's within the next 30 days or 1 month, we're now going to go and price out a cruise in the next 6 months and find the cheapest option on an Oasis class ship. So again, click the 3 lines, find a cruise, search cruises. Cruise dates, we're going to highlight the next 6 months, July, August, September, October, November, December. See results. Then we need to change it to the number of nights. It's going to be 6 to 8. Ships, we need to pick our same 5 Oasis class ships again. Allure, Oasis, Symphony, Wonder, and Harmony. And then when we scroll down, we're going to see, again, it's going to sort it by recommended. We're going to change that to be lowest to highest. And it looks like the lowest cruise is going to be on Allure of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. So let's click on this. This will show the 14 available dates for this specific itinerary. And then each of these dates is going to vary in price, but it's going to show the lowest option first, which is going to be September 10th, 2023. So we're going to click that. We're going to scroll down and hit continue. How many rooms? Again, we need 1 room. We're doing 2 guests again as adults. Room type, again, we're going to be consistent, do interior, but you can scroll down and see the different pricing for the different room types. Now what's interesting is you actually see balcony here for $829 and ocean view for $836. You'll see this from time to time where the balcony is actually cheaper, and that just has to do with, I believe, Royal Caribbean's algorithm on their website. They probably have too many rooms available for balcony right now compared to what they have available for ocean view, so it automatically lowered the price lower than the other category, even though people would prefer a balcony over an ocean view in most instances. All right, so we're choosing interior. Again, either we pick your room, meaning Royal Caribbean picks it, or you pick your room. Look at that price difference. Big difference. So we're going to let Royal Caribbean pick our room. And this is the screen we want to get to. And on the left, it's going to give us the information we care about. Again, cruise fare, various discounts it's applying. So the subtotal is going to be $1,350 with $265.76 in taxes and fees for a total of $1,615.76. So this again was Allure of the Seas. So we'll put this information in from September 10th, 2023. September 10th, 2023. Allure of the Seas. Where was this leaving out of? This was leaving out of Galveston, Texas. Interior room. Cruise fare. Oops. $1,350. Taxes and fees, $265.76. Now, these are going to be different. The taxes and port fees, it's going to be different for a couple of reasons. Number one, some of it's based off of the cruise fare price, but also depending on the port, they have different fees associated with them. All right, so you can see for this one, you were saving almost $1,600, a dollar shy of that, or almost 50% discount for planning ahead at least 6 months as opposed to trying to cruise in your next 30 days. All right, so let's go ahead and expand this out to 1 year. So again, click 3 lines, find a cruise, search cruises. Cruise dates, now this is going to be 1 year in advance, so we're still going to capture all the recent months just in case. So we're booking all the way through June of next year, since this is the last day of June of 2023. We're going to hit see results. And again, number of nights needs to be changed to 6 to 8. Ships is going to be the 5 Oasis again, which is Allure, Harmony, Oasis, Symphony, and Wonder. See results. And then again, it's going to sort it by recommended. I think it lists recommended because it's probably the cruise fares or itineraries that they're trying to get bookings on currently. I'm just speculating. So we're going to sort this to be lowest to highest. You can see we have a 7-night on Western Caribbean cruise on Harmony of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. It has 35 available dates, but the cheapest option is going to be $543. So we're going to click on this. Again, the top one's always going to be the cheapest, which is going to be April 28th of 2024. You can see the price varies greatly for the exact same itinerary. What we're concerned with is going to be the cheapest one, which again is going to be that first one. So we're going to go all the way up. Select that date. Scroll down, hit continue. 1 room, 2 adults. Again, the different room types: interior, ocean view, balcony, suite. We're going to go to the top, pick interior. It looks like they're not having Royal Caribbean actually pick your room for this one. You actually get to pick it yourself, which can happen from cruise to cruise. I'm not exactly sure what drives that, but you're going to see the cheapest option is going to be the first one, which is going to be interior room. There's different interior types. That's why it has different pricing. Connecting interior, interior virtual balcony, promenade view interior, Central Park view interior. So all of these you potentially could get when you have Royal Caribbean pick your room. So you're just guaranteed an interior room, not the type of interior room. Select. And this is actually letting us pick our room, so you can pick forward, middle, or the aft. Forward, mid, or aft. Middle is sold out, so let's just pick one. They're all going to be the same in terms of pricing. I'm just going to pick a deck because I'm not concerned about it right now. I'm going to let it default to that one. That's fine. And this is the screen we care about. On the left, we're going to see our cruise fare, various discounts that Royal Caribbean is applying. And then our subtotal and taxes and fees, which is going to be a total of $1,358.02. So this is going to be, again, this was Harmony of the Seas, April 28th of 2024. So let's put that in here. It was April, it was 24th. Verify that. April 28th. That was Galveston, Texas. Interior room. Price was $1,086. Oops. Oh, we're obviously going to fix the taxes and port fees. $272.02. Okay, so from the original one that was 30 days in advance to the one that's 1 year in advance, you can see we're saving $1,856.74 for 57.76% discount from trying to book a cruise at the last minute. And you can also see going from 6 months to 1 year, there's savings there as well. You're talking about $257 around there. So definitely worth or attempting to book your cruises as far in advance as possible when you have the chance to, or plan it out. All right, so the last one we're going to do is we're going to look at as far out as we can book. Now I say 2 years, but I don't think Royal Caribbean actually opens up a full 2 years worth. It's pretty close. It's a year and some odd months. So we're going to go ahead and go through that process. Click the 3 lines, find a cruise, search cruises. Cruise dates, and we're going to pick all of them that are available. So starting with the most recent month, click all of 2024. And let's go through April of 2025. See results. The number of nights is going to be 6 to 8. Ships again, the 5 Oasis class ships. Allure, Oasis, Wonder, Symphony, Harmony. See results. Again, it's going to sort by recommended. We're going to change it to lowest. And the first one up here is a 6-night cruise. We're not going to look at that one because we're going to be consistent with all the others, and we're going to pick the first 7-night one that we see, which looks like it's 7-night cruise, Western Caribbean cruise on Harmony of the Seas out of Galveston. So it seems like Galveston may be a port that offers lower fares. January 5th, 2025 is what's the cheapest. So let's go back and put that in there. I think it was Harmony. January 5th, 2025. Galveston. So all of them were Galveston besides the first one, which was Port Canaveral, Florida. Interior room. We had 3 different ships, Wonder, Allure, and Harmony twice. Continue. How many rooms? 1. 2 adults. Select room type. We're going to pick interior. I just want to show you the other pricing. Ocean View 621, Balcony 753, Royal Suite Class 2574. Now these pricings are per person. I don't know if I've said that yet. And then we pick your room for 500, or you pick your room for 553. So this one's not that big of a difference between you being able to pick your own room and Royal Caribbean picking it. You saw before it was drastically different in some instances. It's just each cruise is going to be different. We're going to let Royal Caribbean pick it. And then on the left, our base cruise fare, less the discounts. Subtotal is going to be $1,000. Taxes and fees $274.68. So 1,000 $274.68. Okay, so then you see our 2-year option. Now, when you look at all these, you're going to see, obviously, booking a cruise in the next 30 days is going to be your most expensive option, and typically that's going to be the case by a wide margin. You know, this was double or pretty close. Yeah, it was over double all these cruises. In some cases, it was 3 times as much. Now, looking at the 6-month, 1 year, and 2 years, you can see that there are savings the further you go out. Now, the amount that you're saving is going to decrease, but you're still saving more the further you book out. The 2-year option was a 60% discount compared to booking 30 days out. And when you do this yourself, you can play with the different room types. You can play with the different ships. I was just trying to pick the most popular class that Royal Caribbean has to offer with the Oasis class ships, and I was also choosing destinations that are extremely popular in terms of the offerings they have, which is going to be the Caribbean, Mexico, you know, down in that Bermuda, down in that area. Tropical cruises, not choosing ones that are going to Alaska or ones in Europe, just sticking to the same type of cruise so that we had something to actually compare.
I hope this video was insightful in terms of showing you the process of how to actually price out a Royal Caribbean cruise on their website, and also to show you the drastic price difference of booking a cruise that's last minute versus planning out almost 2 years in advance. Thanks for watching this video, and let me know if you have any questions that you need answered regarding this and what we looked at. See you next time.